Hey all, Steve from GuitarNiche here. On the bench today we have a lovely Reverend SENSEI RA in Periwinkle Burst. The focus of this video is this stuff. The frets look kind of gungy and there's some garbage that I want to clean up. And with some instruments, with ebony or even Richlite fretboards, you'll find that over time, as you play them, you get these kind of finger-looking marks, wear marks, almost similar to routing marks without the routing, because you're literally polishing the hardwood as you play. So the idea is to even out the fretboard, polish the frets. My weapons of choice here are going to be single O steel wool, and I'll start the process with a quick run up and down the neck. Now you're going to notice, you see this? That's there for a reason. You see all this stuff here? The masking? That's there for a reason. And you can probably tell, if I take a second here, why it's there, okay? Now imagine, as I carry on here, I'll try to do two things at once. As I carry on here, imagine you have an open face humbucker or something like that, where you have the only thing separating the actual windings from the real world is a thin piece of, tape, black tape, paper tape. Now, if you imagine that stuff getting into your winds, what's that going to do? Okay? Think about that for a second. And the end result is, oh, it's very nice, very nice. We took the majority of the gunge off, the nasty stuff, okay, that we want to deal with right away. And I'm going to go for the double O, okay? The double O. Oh, this is as far as I'm going to go. As far as I'm going to go. And I will give this a blast as well. I gotta say this, I really, really do like the efficiency of steel wool. It is brilliant, but it comes at a cost, and that is going to come out momentarily, okay? So pardon me, the fibers are in the air and I can literally taste them, but the end result, I mean, come on. I mean, it's beautiful. It really is. It's beautiful. You know? But right now, we have a problem. We got to clean up the leftovers. So what I have is an old humbucker magnet in a plastic bag. And lesson number 1, do not get this anywhere near. This is as close as I'm going to get. Why? Because it will affect the magnetism of that pickup and potentially destroy the tone and output and magnetic properties of that pickup. Don't believe me? I will post a link to Dylan Talks Tone on this very subject. And when I watched his video on this, I went, I did not know that. I agree with it 100,000%. And this is why I got to do things differently. But having said that, I will keep my distance from the pickup. Now, keep in mind, this is also why I have the thing all masked off like crazy, okay? But I'm going to start picking up some of this junk, okay? I'm going to keep my distance, as I said. And I'll go down the neck. It's already picked up a whole ton of stuff. Now, just to save time, I'm just going to, peel that off, throw it in the garbage. But now we're going to look at the real issue with steel wool. Don't get me wrong, I love steel wool. I love what it does. In certain applications, you cannot beat the quickness and effectiveness of it. Let's look at what's going on under the the neck support. Look at all that. Okay, that's why I put that there. I'm going to pick that up. Okay. Now, if you think you're not just going to use an old neck support and you're going to just get off scot-free, no, because you start moving that neck around with the junk underneath there, that's going to leave scratches. It's not going to polish. It's going to scratch. Simple as that. Especially if you've done this a few times and you start letting it build up unnoticed. Now, here's the real ugly part of it. If you notice, anybody that's watched these videos for a while will obviously see that I use a glass bench. This bench has been in use for at least, well, I've been using it for 35 years or so, and it was in use well before me. But here's where things get really interesting. If I just go around underneath the neck and around my support block and stuff like that, look at this. If you're using carpet or a towel or a microfiber or anything like that, this is what's winding up on your workbench. These little things are going to get into the what you want to consider your cushion against the finish of the instrument and stuff like that, and it's going to cause problems. Simple as that. So this is the real crux of the thing. So look at that huge clump. Look at that. That's left over from that quick job. I mean, it took like just a few strokes, a few minutes, right? A couple minutes, right? And this is what comes off on the table. This has contaminated the work surface. If this was carpet, it would be toast. So, the other thing is, while I'm at it, I love this glass bench because, for one, as you can see all the tools. I look down and I see, what tool do I want? Oh, it's right there. Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's marked up and all that because it's all like me. But the other thing is, my thinking is, if I hit something so hard I break this glass, I'm hitting it too hard. So it always has this, I always have this sense of restraint when I'm working on instruments. If I got to do hammering on frets or anything that requires pressure, I'm always very cognizant of the effects of that. Now, you'll see, back to our purpose here, there is some junk left around the pickups. I'm actually going to use some tape to pick that up. This is really a good lesson in the unseen effects of steel wool, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay? Anyway, as always, have a great day. Play loud. Read the resources and description below. Lots of good stuff down there. Like and subscribe. Play loud and have a great day. Cheers. See ya.